Hey guys, good morning, and welcome back once again to Maximus the Fourth. This morning, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my personal thoughts on a very well-known competitive professional eater on YouTube that goes by the name of Brandon Clark. Now, Brandon Clark started his YouTube channel 8 years ago in 2016. And I think that I had first discovered him in either 2017 or 2018, pretty much right from the very beginning when he had first started doing it. The video that I had discovered him on was the eating challenge that he did at this restaurant where he was eating these crystal burgers. It was an all-you-can-eat thing. And I remember in the video he had said that he would pay for any of the burgers that he couldn't eat because the owners were a little bit worried about him. But as fate would have it, he ate every single last burger that was put in front of him. And I think he ate like 50 of them. Now, at the time when I had first discovered Brandon Clark, if my memory serves me correctly, I think he had around 11 or 13,000 subscribers. And so, as an insider of him, catching him pretty close to the beginning of his channel, he's definitely somebody that has really, really had to work hard to get where he's at right now. And at the time, I think his friend Molly Schuyler, which is another competitive eater, a woman that is just freaking ridiculously fast. She could probably clean house even with Joey Chestnut or Matt Stoney. She's ridiculously good. But for whatever reason, Molly Schuyler doesn't compete in the MLE. I don't know why, but Brandon Clark, what I've noticed about him is that when he's doing his challenges, he never complains. He never goes, oh, or shows any signs that he's suffering. Like, he lives up to his name, his nickname for a reason. Brandon the Garbage Disposal Clark. So that's one thing that I've noticed about him and that I like about him. But one thing about Brandon Clark that is special is that he really loves his fans, and he puts out a very tangible effort to try to answer everybody's comments. And if you leave a comment where you're just giving your thoughts on something and it's not a question, he'll just give you a thumbs up. He's not really into the heart thing because he's a manly man. And he's got that look on his outer appearance like he could rip your head right off. But honestly, Brandon Clark, he's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. That's what I get from him. Now, about 5 or 6 months ago, Brandon Clark broke 100,000 subscribers. A very, very major threshold in achievement for someone like him. You have to understand that Brandon Clark, he's not super famous like the LA Beast. He doesn't have that advantage. Someone like the LA Beast is so insanely, ridiculously popular that he could post any video almost at any time and get a quick 100,000 views. I mean, it's just ridiculous. With Brandon Clark, it's just not like that for him. Now, does he have some fame? Yeah. He's very well known, but he's absolutely not famous by any means. And so, for someone like him, to see him, break 100,000 subscribers, that is like freaking awesome for me to see that. And ever since Brandon Clark has broke 100,000 subscribers 5 or 6 months ago, he's been on an absolute freaking tear. And he has currently worked his way up to 117,000 subscribers, in big part to 2 videos within that time threshold has hit 100,000 views or more, which is very helpful to his stats. Now, someone like Brandon Clark, whenever he gets a video that hits 100,000 views, that is a major hit for him. Like the LA Beast, 1 million, is a major hit for him. So again, the thing that is so cool about Brandon Clark is he never gives up, ever. And he's made so many videos. It's taken him 2,300 videos to get where he's at. And I honestly believe that one day Brandon Clark could break 1 million subscribers. And I think out of every single YouTuber I've ever seen, he's the one I'd like to see that happen to the most because of how diligent and hard of a worker he is. The main reason why I am making this video today is because Brandon Clark has come a very long way. He is somebody that you could call, he is the absolute epitome of what you could call the odd defier. Just when you think that nothing's going to happen with that guy, boom! He blows up and does something crazy that shocks the world. My brother, Parker Goodwin, has communicated with him quite a few times on some live stream videos that he's done. And one thing that I can tell you, based on what my brother's told me, is that he's not stingy with his comments. He actually will answer you. And that's not to say that one day Brandon won't get so famous that he won't be able to answer everyone's comments, because it absolutely could happen. No doubt about it. But one thing is for certain, that man has put his heart and soul in everything that he's done. And he, at the end of the day, he wants to make sure all of his fans know that they are loved and appreciated by him. And so, someone like Brandon Clark, I'm not saying I've ever supported him because I haven't thrown money towards him or anything. But I think that if anyone out there would want to support a YouTuber, it would be him. Like, throw a couple bucks towards him on the comic section, like 15 or 20 bucks, because he deserves it. Someone like the LA Beast already has way too much fame. And, you know I've thrown the LA Beast's name in there quite a few times on more than just one video, not just this one, but this is a video that I've been thinking hard on for a very long time. For several months now, and now is the time that I'm finally doing it for whatever reason. But I can't say enough good things about Brandon Clark. He's very entertaining to watch. Every now and again I'll still watch him. I don't watch him very much anymore, and part of the reason for that is because his videos are so long, but I don't see anything wrong with that. And the main reason, honestly, is because I have my own YouTube channel now that I do, and I'm pretty busy, and for whatever reason, Brandon Clark's videos, they're just not the first ones that'll come to my mind. But I absolutely will check up on him every once in a while. I'm still very, very interested in taking a look at his stats every now and again, because I know that he's rapidly growing even right now. So, but when will Brandon Clark break 1 million subscribers? I don't know. That is such a crazy, lofty goal, but I think he could do it, no doubt about it. And I think the first thing we need to anticipate is 200,000 subscribers, and then 300,000, and then 400,000, so on and so forth. But one thing's for sure, Brandon Clark has worked his butt off, and something that really stands out to me is that he helped Jeff Esper a lot in the very beginning when Jeff Esper started his YouTube channel. And I think a lot of people, including myself, thought that Jeff Esper was going to pass Brandon Clark. But Brandon Clark is a hard worker. You kind of have to outwork him if you want to pass him on subscribers. The dude just never gives up. He's unbelievably resilient, self-sufficient, motivated, kind, fun to watch, entertaining, all the above. I could not recommend him enough, even though it's just an eating channel. And the cool thing about Brandon Clark, too, is that he's very community-oriented. I've seen him comment on Marquise Hilson's videos before. And for those of you that don't know who, excuse me, Marquise Hilson is, he is a black guy that does mukbangs on his YouTube channel. And that guy has got a pretty good channel going himself. And last year, around this time, he broke 10,000 subscribers. And Brandon Clark was there to congratulate him for it. And so I just love to see that. Even though Marquise Hilson isn't a professional eater, and he'll just sit and do regular mukbangs like an ordinary YouTuber, Brandon still cares enough to support some of the smaller YouTubers like Marquise Hilson. And Brandon was a smaller YouTuber at one point, but he's definitely grown to the point to where he's got a much more famous profile status. I really want him to break 1 million subscribers one day, and I pray that that day will come soon because he deserves it way more than Molly Schuyler, Dan Killer Kennedy, Jeff Esper for that matter. I mean, the guy has put the work in like nobody else, in my own personal opinion. So there you guys have it. Those are my thoughts on Brandon the Garbage Disposal Clark. Let me know what you guys think of this video. It would be really cool to see what people would think about what I had to say about Brandon Clark. And to get a comment from the old Brandon the Garbage Disposal Clark from himself would be absolutely amazing. And I will pin his comment personally if he sees this. Alright, you guys, that's it. Those are my thoughts on Brandon Clark here in 2024. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you on the next one. God bless you all.